Hello, thirsty friends, and welcome back to another episode of Good Game Grabs. If it is your first time here, my name is Ray. I sell on eBay, Whatnot, Poshmark, a bunch of other online platforms, and my wife and I also co-run a physical space in an antique mall. So if you are interested in any of that stuff and it is your first time here, click that subscribe button. Just do it. Just a little click. Just a quick one. But guys, thank you for being here, coming back to another episode. Let's dive into what has sold on the good old E of Bay. Let's first get on the computer and write down some SKU numbers for the clothing that we sold. Got my little scratch paper here. Pen. All right, first up on the docket is going to be 2080. This is a newer inventory item. And 2080 is going to be a vintage The Eagle's Eye wool cardigan, size 8, women's, sold for $19.95. Next two are going to be some older inventory items, which we're always happy when that happens. First is going to be 0731. Oh man, this is a top shelfer here. That means it's really old. All right, this is going to be a Burton, the snowboarding company. Burton. Just a graphic t-shirt. This sold for $6.49. Even older is going to be 0303. Really old. First box, guys. This is going to be a pair of Izod golf pants, men's 3430. These are kind of like the chino style pants. These sold for $7.77 right here. Low sales, but hey, with that inventory being so old, we're just glad to see it go for at least somewhat decent money. Last thing is going to be a tie, and we sort our ties in actually our regular inventory bins over here. This is going to be A22. Find the bag with, here we go, A20 through 29, so we know it's somewhere in this bag. And this is going to be a vintage Famous Bar. If you remember Famous Bar, put it down in the comments down below. Famous Bar, men's tie, red and yellow striped. This is silk. A lot of the stuff that we do sell is 100% silk. And honestly, guys, if you are a bins goer, man, pay attention to ties if you're not, because they're super lightweight. And even though they don't sell for a lot, you can find them pretty abundantly. And if you pick up the 100% silk stuff, they tend to do pretty well. This one sold for $11.04, of course, before shipping. So, hey, we're still making good money on something that maybe cost, maybe 15 to 20 cents. All right, let's pack it up. Okay, guys, a couple more things. I forgot that we have a Poshmark order. It should be SKU number 1969. And then we also have something in bin F that we need to get out of that is a non-clothing item. Okay, I lied. It was 1696. Dyslexia. All right, 1696. Then we also sold this guy right here for $35 and some change. This is a Hatch Rest Plus. I think it's meant for children. Like it has like nice serenity sounds, like with waves crashing and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's got a nice like night light to it. But honestly, I think I could have sold this for a little bit more. I think I undersold it. I think this could have gone for $40+, maybe even close to 50. But either way, good money. We got it from the bins. My favorite thing about Poshmark orders is you don't have to weigh it. You don't really have to do the dimensions or anything. Last item to go was this Woody Allen DVD collection that we got in the last video. This one sold for $22. However, upon agreeing to the price of $22 as a discount for an interested buyer, the coupon had applied to the price, which knocked it down to even lower than $22. And I did not realize that would happen. So now I know from now on, if I have a coupon running store-wide, to account for the coupon percentage off in the agreed price. Guys, I wanted to take a quick moment and just say, if you are watching this on Friday or Saturday, we are doing Extra Life. Saturday, 24 hours of gaming to raise money for sick and injured children via Children's Miracle Network. If you guys have not been in there the last couple years, we do some really fun donation incentives, like where I injure myself or I get stupid makeup put on me or whatever. Guys, come by, at least hang out, say what's up. I'd really appreciate it. The kids would really appreciate it. But if you have a couple bucks to spare, please consider making a donation. It pops up on the screen. It does a bunch of fun stuff. I'll shout your name out, of course, and all that good stuff. So guys, if you're watching, please, October 12th, come by the YouTube channel. We'll be live streaming and gaming. Check it out. Now that we have all of our packages done, it is time to head off to the bins. Let's go. Not a lot of bins with media that we like. A lot of books, which we don't really deal in yet. Oh, Vampire in Brooklyn. All right. Eddie Murphy's fun. Eddie Murphy's fun. All right, Body Parts. This is actually probably a good one right here. Yeah, I have to imagine it's a pretty good one. Some tape on there, but that's cool. So they didn't roll out any more media carts just yet anyway, so I'm over here in the GM trying to get something going here. What is that? Okay. Oh, Nike hat? No, Juniors. If it was a regular Nike hat, I probably would have taken it. 5mm cameras have been a little scarce lately, but here's a Nikon 1-touch? Alright, we gotta untangle it, but this looks like it should be good. Oh no, that's a crack right there, dang. Well, let's see how much it goes for. Is it gonna be CDs or games? Burnt CDs, even worse. Yeah. Nothing good. Not full of PlayStation 1 RPGs. Is this Xbox 360? It is. Doesn't have a battery cover, which is usually a bad sign. Are we gonna take a shot? We might take a shot. Oh, might have a little Lethal Weapon box set. It's kind of neat. Not anything crazy. I don't know. Maybe throw that in the booth. A little eye catcher for sure. Little ET with the green top. I don't know. Probably not. Probably gonna pass on all these clams as we usually do. We have been selling a little bit of clamshells in the booth lately, but not a lot. Not a lot. West Side Story. Yeah, not much. It's been weird though, because they've been putting VHS a lot in the GM, so Kind of have to dig for them as of late. What is this? What is this? This is nothing. All right, great. Moving on. First I saw this and I was like, yeah, Lennox sound doesn't really do great. But then, dang, I thought these were gonna be Sony's. These are Eagle 1. I don't know, I'm still gonna look them up. Oh, we got damage right there too. All right, maybe not. Well, it was a quicker one today. We definitely got some stuff that's debatable. This camera is actually cracked and has no battery cover, but we'll talk about that later. Same with the guitar. We'll go home and test that. We got a couple Blu-ray. Same with VHS. The VHS weren't bad today, but it's one of those days where we're just kind of in and out. Let's get out of here. We might check the clothing right before we leave, but that's about it. Let's go home and talk about the stuff we got. All right, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. And of course, VHS is separate, but 6 items for $8.78. So not terrible, almost close to our $1 average cost of goods. All right, we've got isopropyl alcohol and some batteries. Let's go ahead and test this guitar because that is very clearly going to be the most valuable thing if it works, I do get a little nervous whenever I see guitars without the battery cover on them because when I get a guitar that doesn't work, I tend to take the battery cover off and save them for other guitars that may need them. So I'm always just like, is there somebody else out there that does the same thing? If a guitar doesn't work, they just donate it, but they take the cover off. I don't know, maybe it's just paranoia, but anyway, I'm gonna clean these contacts up. You're not gonna be able to see it on this camera. GoPros are not that good, but I'm gonna clean these contacts up with a little isopropyl alcohol real quick, just to get that little bit of goop off of there. All right, I think we did as much as we could do. This is the moment of truth to at least see if it powers on. And, okay. Well, at least we have power. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and fire it up and see what happens on the actual Xbox 360. Yeah, not a single button works, guys. No good, guys. No good. Now the question is, do we take the time to repair this? And, you know, that is a crossroads in every reseller's life, especially if you deal in electronics. You know, do you take the time to try to repair it? Do you just sell it as parts? Do you just redonate it? Let's think on it. Here's the bizarre thing to me. If I go to turn off the guitar itself by pressing and holding the power button, hello Tuna, how are you? If I go and press the power button and hold it to turn off the guitar, I can scroll the menu, right? If I want to go to cancel, I can hit the button and it works, but it will not let me choose anything here or select anything here. It is the weirdest thing. All right, we're trying Guitar Hero 2 versus Guitar Hero 3. See if it makes a difference. Nothing. So I obviously chose repairing route. I opened a can of worms. That is the most weirdest like thing that I've ever seen with a guitar. I've never seen a guitar only work in the menus. That's gonna take a whole nother episode worth of time. So we're just not going to do that. We're just going to look at what we got from the bins aside from the guitar because we don't want to make this an episode about repairing an Xbox 360 guitar. Unfortunately, the haul wasn't too crazy today. We did get some really solid VHS. I think these are mostly going to be in between $2 and $5 worth. We also found 3 Blu-rays. These are just, you know, really just solid copies. You know, again, in between like $2 and $4 right here. And then the Nikon One Touch, it did have the little bit of damage right here, and it did have the missing battery tray, but I was looking up comps, and I'll throw one up here, but even just for parts, these can go in between $30 and $40. So if you find one of these bad boys working, you better scoop it up, because these are over $100 in working condition. So don't sleep on the 35mm cameras, guys. They've been around for a while. They've kind of been back for a while, but yeah, if you're not looking for 35mm, definitely do so. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I am not looking forward to diving into why this guitar is not working. Maybe I'll just sell it for parts. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the episodes returning. I've heard from a lot of you regulars that have watched, and I really do appreciate it. It warms my heart. A lot of you guys have left me a lot of heartfelt messages, and I really appreciate that as well. But guys, I will see you later on the next grab. All right, bye for now.